Untermeyer. I want... Man. What? Wow. We'll let Ricky and Francoise share with you. I love their cheering section.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for that. You make me cry before I stop talking. Well, first of all, I would just like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Because without him, none of this would be possible. He's so faithful. And I would first like to thank Daniel and Charity for covering our family. Stepping out, taking a chance, being obedient to the calling. Really appreciate it. We love you guys. We honor you guys. We're so blessed to be part of this with you. And our team, I just love you guys so much. You're a family. Thank you for believing in us, following us, being open to sit at a transformation table. We all can grow from each other. It's important. You know, sometimes we're here at Six Star and it's like we're the leader, but we're not. We learn from every single one of you. You guys have a piece in our story as much as we have a piece in yours. You guys started, for me, my prayer started 7 to 10 years ago when I was asking for more purpose in my life. And because of each and every one of you, you've given that to me. Without you, I'm not the person that I am today. I search and I pray for God to use me, for him to use me for his purpose. We all have special gifts, and he calls each and every one of us, whether you're on my team or not, he calls each and every one of us to use our gifts to serve others, and that's all we do. And sometimes I think we figure, in our minds, we think we're like in a business to sell people, but it's really to serve people. It's to serve them and to find what they're looking for and whatever they're hurting, wherever they're hurting in their life, you have to find that. And for me, I think in this business, in this profession, I don't think I could have ever been the person I am today without the leadership, without the mentorship, without the family. I mean, it's like you collect money and you correct friends. I'm so emotional. I'm just so happy to be here. We're a 6-star team. It's not just Ricky and I standing here today. That trophy, this rank belongs to each and every one of you. You guys, without your guys' help and support, we wouldn't be here today. So I just thank you, I love you, and I'm honored to be a part of this 3 family.
Awesome. I totally in agreement with my wife. We wouldn't be here without who God's led us to love on and help. And I think money by itself is unfulfilling. Money with impact is fulfillment. And that's what this profession gives you. And you know what I want to ask you today, if you keep doing what you're doing for the next year, 5 years, 10 years, will you be uncertain, unhappy, unfulfilled? You've heard a lot of information that should be life-changing, but there's one massive word that you have to use: action. How many people leave here, they get filled up, but never poured out? I can go back to 2009 when I didn't have work for 2 years as a general contractor. I had to lay off 45 people. Nobody called me in them 2 years. I was walking through Toys R Us, couldn't buy my kids Christmas, and didn't have an answer. We hear sponsor up, but I'm here to tell you Dexter Yeager was a beer truck driver. He built the largest organization ever, because nobody can measure hunger or motivation and the willingness to go help people. And what I want, Psalms 139 says, there's not a dark place we can go that he's not there. And I can say all the dark places I've been and went through, all the struggle and all the pain is my biggest blessings, because it's led to all these wonderful people. So, as we look at what I see and envision, I want to ask you, what are you going to reflect? Because I just want this company to reflect unity. Because I know to go and do what this man has in his heart and his vision, what we heard in Las Vegas, is we're going to have to be in unity. And God doesn't bless division, right? Yeah. So as we stand on this stage, we can't do this by ourselves, right? 6-star is just a reflection of how many people you're going to go to help. But also sometimes it's going to be about you. 6-star fell on spring break week. I was like, oh God. Everybody was going on vacation and nobody was working. So sometimes it's going to be up to you. So when you get back home, sometimes you're going to be by yourself. What are you going to do in them times? We had to go out and produce over 60 founders in a week during spring break. But we did that with an amazing team. My wife was deadly sick in the bed, lost her voice, and we had to personally sponsor 17 people that week to finish it. So sometimes it's going to be about you. But I'm sitting on this stage because God's calling to go out and bless millions of people's lives with 3. But also because we got CLO here and we got Daniel PQ. Me and Daniel have cried together. We fought together. We've yelled at each other together. And sometimes, like I said yesterday, you have to borrow things for people. In Las Vegas, I had to borrow something from him. I stayed in his room till 3:30 in the morning. And yes, you can be relentless, but you can still get scared. I still made up of flesh. And Daniel, I had to borrow his confidence in that moment. And he had some fire in him to that night that I needed. So by the time I got home, I knew where we were going. And here's what I can tell you. This man has tremendous vision. We always hear why, but why is very important. But if you don't have a crystal clear vision that you can hold on to, then you're never going to get to your why. So this is what I want to leave you with. Have it crystal clear here. I'm a high school dropout that went on to do millions of dollars in this profession. How? Because I had crystal clear vision with my why. And I'm 100% behind this man because he loves people too. You've seen his upbringing. Not too many people understand people without. You are tremendously blessed to have this leadership. So if you have a product that can change lives and you have this leadership, we can do something special together. Thank you. God bless.